And it's time now for Race in America with Ashlee Banks. What do you have going on for us today, Ashlee?
Hey there, Anya. So today I'll be talking about Kanye West. This week, West is coming under fire for his recent remarks he made during a TMZ interview saying slavery was a choice. West is no stranger to making controversial comments, but this time he's upsetting his own community. This comes just a week after West posted a picture wearing a Make America Great Again hat. Some people have had it with West taking to Twitter using the hashtag #MuteKanye. One Twitter user said, quote, "Stop buying his shoes, stop streaming his music, stop going to his concerts. He is out of touch with reality and the millions of fans that have supported him. It's time for his peers to do the same." Another user said, quote, "You are lost. Your ancestors have turned their backs to you as you dismiss centuries of pain inflicted upon what were once your people. So too are you dismissed from the cosmic record. You walk alone." Joining me now to continue this conversation is activist and hip-hop artist Yarima Karama. Yarima, thank you so much for joining me today. Now, let's first talk about Kanye's comments where he said slavery was a choice. Let's take a look at the clip.
You hear about slavery for 400 years. For 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all?
Yarima, many say Kanye West was being ignorant, but some say this was taken out of context. What do you say to that?
Well, I think that that's part of the problem. We don't know. So we don't know if he was actually saying, hey, you had a chance to fight back and you didn't, or we don't know if it was just an ignorant comment. What we do know is that this man has lost his mother, and it seems like he's been crying out since. And it seems also that he hasn't been right since.
Now, Kanye mentioned in his TMZ interview that he wore the Make America Great Again hat, not necessarily because his views align with Trump's, but because as an artist, it makes him feel like he can make America great in his own way. What are your remarks?
Well, quite frankly, he's got a lot of work to do. If we're talking about the Make America Great slogan, again, whether his views align with Trump's or not, people viewed it as that. And I think that that's part of the problem. We're putting too much stock into these artists who mainstream media throws at us, and now they're supposed to be the voice for the people. And when that happens, you get this type of situation right here. So it's nothing more than really a distraction. So now everybody's focused on Kanye. He's done some stupid things over the course of the last week or so. Everybody's focused on that, and nobody is focused on real life issues that really matter to poor people and middle class people who are slowly digressing economically.
Now, it's a good point you make, but I want to jump back to the media, which you were talking about. Do you think that the media is demonizing Kanye West? There are many people out there that are arguing that Kanye said some important things during that TMZ interview. However, they weren't heard because people only listened to the short sound bites the mainstream media released, as opposed to listening to the entire interview.
Well, that's what the media does. So this is nothing new. That's exactly what they do. But also what the media does is they put in front of the people who they want to put in front of the people. And so there are certain voices out here that are doing the work who could have much better articulated what Kanye, and again, I don't know what he was trying to say. I personally think it was total disrespect to our ancestors and total disrespect to the people who know the legacy of slavery, who actually have family members and a lineage that they can revert back to. And I think that he just totally blew that away, to the point where, you know, he's getting the backlash he is. But again, the media, this is what they do. This is what they're known for. It's nothing new.
Yarima, we're a little short on time here, but like you said, many would argue Kanye is a genius, and he isn't always the best articulator, like you just said. But if true, do you think we could be witnessing a case of mental illness? And you mentioned the death of his mother. Do you think he's still reeling from that?
I absolutely believe that he's still reeling from that. And even when we talk about a genius, I mean, J. Marion Sims was the father of gynecology in this country. They consider him to be, but he performed anesthesia. He performed procedures on black women with no anesthesia. So being a genius, and it doesn't always necessarily equate to sanity.
All right, well, we're going to leave it right there. That was activist and hip-hop artist Yarima Karama. Thank you so much. That's it for Race in America. I'm Ashlee Banks. Follow me on Twitter at AshleeBanks_RT. Back to you, Anya.